Today we are going to discuss the GL account basic settings.
GL accounts, okay.
Yeah, GL basic settings. GL account, master data, preparation, first chart of accounts. Coming to chart of accounts, what is chart of accounts and how it is useful? Okay. Chart of accounts is nothing but a list of GL accounts. Actually, the chart of accounts are three types: operational chart of accounts, country chart of accounts, group chart of accounts. Operational is usually group, GROUP, group chart of accounts.
You said operational, and what is the second one?
Country, COUNTRY, country chart of accounts.
Okay, country,
Yes.
okay. And the third
Operational group chart of accounts. Hello?
Yeah, I didn't get the third one.
Group, GROUP, group chart of accounts.
Oh, group chart of accounts, okay, I see. Okay.
So operational chart of account is useful for daily activities. Regularly the end users is going to post so many entries. For that purpose, we are going to use the operational chart of accounts.
Okay, daily use, okay.
Yeah. Country chart of accounts is used for the taxation purpose. For example, my company was established in India and also it is in US and also it is in UK. Every year, as per the country specific, we have to do the taxations, right? We have to calculate the taxations.
Okay.
So the country to country, the tax rules and regulations will be differ. Due to that reason, as per their country specific, we have to follow for tax payments. For
And
that
that is
purpose, country chart of accounts we are going to use.
okay.
Then group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts is used for consolidation purpose. If you want to consolidate all your companies, all your company codes, the group chart of accounts is useful. Okay.
Okay. Now these are all they're not mutually exclusive. Right? They can all be active at the same time, correct?
Actually, no. Operational is the main. The remaining thing is optional. Based on the requirement, we will decide.
I see. Okay.
The three types we can create in the same place: operational or group or decide. But assignment parts will be different.
Okay.
First, operational is the mandatory thing. That one I am going to create. Either operational, country or group, the same screen, the way of doing also same. There is no difference between these three things. But only the difference is assignment part will be different. Operation chart of accounts we are going to assign to company code, and also country chart of accounts also we are going to assign to company code. But group chart of accounts we are going to assign to operational chart of accounts. These two things we are going to give the link. Here you are going to assign the group chart of accounts to your operational chart of accounts in this place. First we will create the operational chart of accounts.
Okay.
Operational chart of accounts for TAM. Here what the GL accounts, what language you are going to maintain? English.
Are there any naming conventions that you have to follow when you say chart of accounts? You just said TAM.
Yeah, actually, no, 99% we are going to give the country name only. Sorry, company code name only. That is the reason always if I am going to our company code we are maintain TAM. That is the reason the same for easy identification purpose. Even in the real time also we are follow the same thing.
Oh, I see. You keep you clear on the same name. Okay.
Yeah. This is the English language. In the coming next steps today only we are going to discuss how to create the GL accounts. For every GL account, you are going to allot one number. That number, how many digits, maximum how many digits you are going to use. Either maximum you can use 9. Now I am giving only 6.
Okay, 6. Okay.
come back. This is the way we will do the operational chart of accounts. These operational chart of accounts we are going to assign to our company.
Company code, okay.
Yes.
So ultimately, all those things that you're defining, they tie back to a company code, right?
Yes. Yes. Save it. If you want to assign that country chart of accounts, here you can assign in this place.
I see.
This is operational. This is country chart of account assignment part.
Okay.
Then account groups. What is meant by account groups? What is the functionality? Account groups nothing but a based on nature of the GL accounts, we are going to divide into different parts. For example, liabilities, assets, incomes, revenues. Sorry, incomes, expenditures. Under these groups, every GL will become, right? There is not required for any other groups except this, right? For all the GL's point of view. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
So that based on nature of the GL, I'm going to design the groups. At the time of GL creation, which group it will become, we are going to select. First we will create the groups, and also we are going to specify the, for example, liabilities. This is the series 1, series 1000 to 1999. Assets 2000 series I'm going to main. That is the fixed the series, and the from number and to number I'm going to fix. In between that number, we have to allocate for either liabilities or either assets.
Okay.
New entries. Our chart of account is TIM. Account groups. First liabilities I am giving. Description 1000 to 1999. TAM assets. Asset 2000 series I am giving for assets. TAM.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I just wanted to ask one thing. All these things are being recorded, right? I can see it's being recorded.
Yes.
But I asked for the link from yesterday's recording. I have not gotten back. So should I follow up with somebody, or what should I do?
No, actually, I didn't give in to them. I will give you. Every weekend, I will forward all the recordings.
Okay. So the reason is I want to pay attention when you're explaining here and not take any notes. Then when I actually do myself, then I'll look at the recordings once again.
Sure. And also you can follow our notes also, Mahe. It is there in every step.
Right. Actually, from your notes only, I was able to figure out that I had to create the transport request first time.
Okay. See, the transport request also, just I forgot that. Just see, I'll show you. Click on save button. Immediately this will become. What you want to do? Click on this button. Create. Okay?
Okay.
Here you give the GL settings. Any description you can give. Only description.
Okay.
And save it. That is enough.
Oh, to create transport.
Enter. Simple. Okay?
Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Just first click on create button, give the description and enter. There are only 3 points here.
Okay.
Then retain earnings account. What is meant by retain earnings account? Sorry. What is meant by retain earnings account? What is meant by retain earnings account and how it is useful? Retain earnings account is useful for balance sheet point of view. And the year end, in P&L, either you will get net profit or net loss, right? That balance where you will show your balance sheet, your in the balance sheet liability side you are going to show, right? Either net profit or net loss. So that means in SAP the P&L balance you have to transfer to balance sheet, right? For the transferring purpose, the retained earnings account is useful for us. That which GL, from which GL you want to transfer, that GL account number we are going to specify here.
I see. Okay.
Just some X I am giving. Our liability GL start from one size. The first GL I am giving for return earnings account. Just observe, if I press enter, our warning message will become. This is the GL account number. Account 1000 not created. Still now we are not created any GL accounts, right?
Right. Yeah.
That is the reason it is saying the same thing. Not a problem. You can later I will create. We are not discussed till now. That is the reason. Later I will create. Press enter. That's the warning message only, and save it.
Okay.
So these are the basic settings we done. Now we will create the GL master. See, in easy access mainly we will do three activities. One is master data creation, another one is transaction posting, third one is reports. First, master data. GL is the master data. The master data we are going to create in easy access. So my one important point here, please listen carefully. For example, Tata Group is my company, right? In that group, we have different tech sectors. Tata Motors is there, Tata Steel is there, Tata Consultancy is there, right?
Under Tata Group, okay.
Yeah. So for this structure, if you are for all these company codes, are you following one chart of accounts or many chart of accounts? 99% as a consultant, we are going to suggest only one chart of accounts for all the company codes. Okay.
Okay.
For
so
easy
actually,
consult,
okay.
one second.
Right.
You can please wait. Later you can ask. For the reason is for easy consultation purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So in that point of view, if you want to create the GL account, two levels you have to create. One is chart of accounts level, another one is company code level. If you done anything at chart of accounts level, that is applicable for all the company codes. Okay, how many company codes do you have? That is applicable for all the company codes. If you done anything at company code level, that is only for specifically that particular company code, either TCS or Tata Motors or TT, Tata Daily Services. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Clear? Now you can ask your doubts.
So okay, so the company codes are actually the different industries, right? I mean, that's what they are really.
Yes. Okay. Different legal entity. If it is a legal entity, we are going to create as a company code.
Right. Okay. And company is the top
group of industries. Yes.
Okay.
Now first we will create in. Yeah, tell me.
So you said mostly as a general rule, there's only one chart of accounts. I mean,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
For that is the easy consolidation if you follow like that.
I see. Okay.
See, first we will create individually. First step by step. If you want to create in a single step, centrally we will prefer. In this same place, either you can create chart of accounts level and also company code level. If you select centrally, but if you want to do individually, first we have to design at company code level. First we have to design a chart of accounts level, then company code level you have to do. Then only when you complete these two steps, that is the complete GL creation. Complete one GL creation. First individual we will see, then we will see centrally also. Chart of accounts.
Which is more common? Which method is more common?
Centrally we will use.
I see. Okay.
Create. This is create button. I am going to create one expenditure. Our expenditure series GLs will be start from 4 series, right? So these are all our account groups. For example, you given 4 series. By mistakenly you have selected revenues. Immediately it shows the message. Account group revenues series will start from 3 series. At the group level, you design what group, what is the series, right? Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
That is the reason the system will control here. If you select correct one, then only we create the correct GLs.
I see.
For example, some expenditure I am giving. Nothing else. Only what is the group, and if is it P&L or balance sheet item, description we are going to specify and save it. This is the chart of account level information.
Okay.
See, if you click on save button, after saving, the system will be provided automatically what date you are created and which ID you are created. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Come back, then company code level. Give our company code name. Same GL account number. We are creating one GL. The same number we have to specify.
Okay.
1 second. TAM create. So TAM 9 is our company code. Create. So automatically the currency is coming. Based at the time of company code creation, what currency you have given, the same currency will come here.
Okay.
Next line item display. What is meant by line item display? In the coming sessions, so many entries you are going to post, right? Those entries, how you want to say, each line item as you want to say, only specific amount you want to see. Normally our requirement will be each line item in the report. Each line item is I want to see the each and every transaction. If you want to see like that, we have to select this check marks. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Next, sort key. Those line items on what way you want to see, what order, either document date wise you want to see or document number wise you want to see in a sorting order. Okay. Based on your the sort key assignment, based on your sorting assignment, it will become. See, posting date wise you want to sort document date or document number and fiscal year. Which way normally we'll do posting date.
Okay.
Then field status groups. Field status group for general things we are going to use G01. Save it. So this is the complete GL creation. First we done at chart of accounts level, then we done at company code level. Okay.
Right.
The same if you take another GL. If you want to create centrally, these two steps we can do at a time in this place.
Okay.
And one more point, if you observe here, this is the GL creation. In this screen, if you want the tree structure in the sense, what are the GLs you have created, everything, the information will become in this place. How to get that screen? Go to settings, hierarchy. If you want the tree structure, select this display accounts in navigation tree. Don't display navigation tree means this is there is no navigation tree in this tree, but I want navigation tree. I'm selecting the radio button, enter. Yes. Go back and come again. This is the tree structure. What are the GLs you have created? List of GLs will become here. That is for easy understanding purpose. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am going to create one more GL with balance sheet item. It is 2000. I am giving. Enter. See, account group, asset, balance sheet item, cash or bank GL I am creating. Control data, sort line items, 001, G001 is the field status group, and save it. Clear?
Okay.
This is the way we will create the number of GLs. When the GLs is required, we will come here. We are going to create those GLs. Okay. Each and every concept wise, I will explain what concept, what are the GLs required for us.
Okay.
So this is basic GL creation. Here, if you want to change anything, this is the change option. Only display mode if you want to see, this is the display option. If you want to copy from existing GL to another GL, you can copy. See, for example, I have this expenditure. One more expenditure I want to create. Just click on copy, give the another number. The rules is common. You can change the description. For example, salaries paid.
Okay.
Save it. Like that you can copy. For example, if you want to log this indicator, click on block. Here you can set what level you want to. Block for posting. This is chart of accounts level. This is company code level. What level you want to block this here? If you select these check boxes, it will block. It will not allow the postings. Okay.
Okay.
This is GL creation. Next, entries post. So till now, so many basic settings you have done. So if any mistakes is there, system will show the errors.
Okay.
F-02 for general entry postings. Date. Document types already we discussed. For as general ledger, we are going to use the document type is SA.
Right.
Company code. And if you observe here, based on date, the system will pick up the period. For example, I am changing the date. Instead of 8th month, 9th month I am giving. Defaultly, this period will be changed. If you press enter, it will come 9. Just observe here.
Right.
Just after filling the all fields, one expenditure I am giving. 4,000 is the GL account. If you press enter, see 9th period is changed, right? Based on these dates, the system will be change the dates. Okay.
Okay. Does that come from the fiscal year that you defined earlier?
Yes. Posting periods and fiscal years combination it will become.
Okay.
Again, it is converted into the 8. And coming to posting keys, already we discussed. If it is a debit item for GL, we are going to use the 40. If it is a credit item for GL, 50 is the credit.
Right.
Yeah, that is the reason. What is the entry will become any expenditure account debit to cash or bank GL, right?
Right.
So this is the expenditure. That is the reason expenditure was debited. That is the 40 I given. Press enter. ₹10,000 I am taking. Expenses posting 50, cash or bank GL I am giving here. Star. Just observe here. First line item I have specified the description and amount. In the second line item I am not giving. Instead of amount place I am giving star button. In the text place I am giving the plus. Based on these symbols, the system will pick up in the first line item what is you given. Press enter. Okay.
Okay.
Simulate. What is, before going to save the button, what document you are going to post. If you want to see, click on simulate button. Either you can click this button or else go to document and simulate.
Okay.
See, this is the entry we are going to post. Okay.
Okay.
And save it. This is, and one more entry, one more point. For example, I have posted one document, one more document I want to post with the same process, only amount will change. That means you can copy with the document number, post with reference to. Give the document number, give the fiscal year, and enter. See, only I'm going to change the amount. Whatever you want, you can change. There is not a big issue. Just I'm copying the previous document and posting. If any modifications is there, I am modifying.
Okay.
Save it. Like this, you can copy the document also. And so we have posted the documents. Coming to report point of view. Mainly here we are going to discuss about the two reports. Each line item wise report and periodic wise report. The transaction code is FAGLL03. The path also I will show you.
Okay.
See, this is each line item wise FAGLL03. FBL3N is the old. Before EC6 we are going to use this T code. From EC6 onwards we are using this one. That is the reason they given in the last new, right? New in the sense the recently they given these T codes.
Okay.
Date today, right?
Yeah.
The above what is open item, what is clear item, in the coming sessions I'll explain. Now I'm not going to explain anything. Execute. All the if you want to select any specific GL, you can specify. But I want what are the GLs I have, those against those GLs I want to see. See, two entries we have posted, right? One is with 10,000, another one is with 30,000, right?
Yeah.
Here, if you want, this is the report, right? If you want to add any fields, you can add, or if you want to remove these fields, you can remove. But how to do? Click on this layout, change layout. See, for example, I don't want clearing document field and profit center field. Select here. See, in output, what are the fields is showing? All the fields is available here. If you want to new any new fields, if you want to accept this and accept this, any new fields if you want, here those fields are available, you can select here. First how to remove I'll show you, then how to add also I'll show you. For example, I don't want clearing document and profit center and segment. Here these fields, profit center, segment, clearing document. These fields if you want to remove, you have to move to this side. If you want to move means click on this button. From this box to this box, if you want to move, click on this button.
Okay.
Then, and next point is I want to add few fields. What are the fields? Posting date I want and company code. These two fields I want. Here we don't have. Just observe. We don't have those fields. So from this place to this place, and these fields behind which field you want? I want behind document date I want. So here you can select, click on this button. So behind the posting key, these two fields will become enter.
Okay.
Posting date field is coming, doc company code is coming, right?
And those three columns are on there.
And also we removed the profit center, those fields. Those are also not available. Clear?
Right. Right. Okay.
Like this, you can able to change the report.
Okay.
And second point, what is, for example, what is this document? If you want to know, click on change button, overview. See, like this you can able to see. Okay.
Okay.
And one more point. For example, the manager want to know who are posted this. If any mistakes are there, who was posted, on what time he was posted. If you want to know that information, click on this tab.
Okay.
See, which ID was this document was posted, what date, what is the time, everything you can able to know.
And who posted this? Okay.
Yes, against which ID this entry was posted. User ID.
Okay. Okay.
Clear? Any doubts on the screen? This is very important report.
Okay.
Next, periodic wise. For example, I want to know each period wise information. For that purpose, FAGL B03, give the GL account number 2000 I am giving. See, already I have posted so many entries, that is the reason this balance is coming. What is the debit balance? What is the credit balance? Debit minus credit. What is the balance? What is the periodic wise cumulative balance will become here. Okay. Here, for example, I want to know what is the debit items and what is the credit items. If you want to know that information, just double click on this debits. Total list of debits will become against to this GL. See, only debit items with 40 is coming, right?
Okay.
In the same way, if you want to know the only credit items, just click here. Okay.
Okay. And if you want to see who posted each one of those items, you
see already I given the explanation like this.
Yeah.
Like this you can see. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So this is the reports point of view. Next concept is parked documents and hold documents. Coming to what is meant by parked documents and what is meant by hold documents. Parked documents and hold documents concept is same, but way of doing will be different. So what is difference? In a company, we are, for example, we are the accounting department. I am an accounting manager. You are the accountant. Okay. So the receipts and payments point of view, there is based on the designations, there is a limitations, right?
Okay.
For example, for accountant up to 1 lakh rupees, he has access to do the payments or to receive the payments. Okay.
Okay.
But after that, I am the manager is the responsible person about 1 lakh rupees. But one day the customer came, he is ready to do the payment, the worth of 10 lakh rupees. But that time the manager is not available, only the accountant is available, right?
Right.
But if the customer, we don't reject, if the manager is available or not, but at any time we are not going to reject the payments. When the customer will come, that time we are going to accept. We don't reject their payments, right?
Yeah.
So that is the reason what to do. But accountant, he will receive the amount. How he can able to post? He don't have access to post that big amounts, right?
Right. Okay.
So what we are going to do? Temporarily, he is going to post a document. Okay. And when the concerned person will become, he is going to intimate to the person. They are going to verify the document. If any modifications is there, he will modify. If not there, he will post. Okay.
Okay.
That is the purpose of the parked or hold documents. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So that for temporary document postings, we are going to use the parked or hold documents. But what is the difference between parked and hold? Concept is same, but way of doing will be different. What is the differences? If it is a parked document, any user can able to see that particular document. What is the parked document? Okay. And the second point is, in the reports we can able to see. From the system, the document number will be allotted. Okay.
Okay.
Coming to hold documents. Hold documents can able to view who are posted the document. That particular user only can able to see the document. The reason is the document number will be specified by the user, not from the system. That is his wish, what number he want to see. Even in any report, we cannot able to see that parked document line item or anything information. Okay, that is the main differentiation between the parked documents and hold documents. Is it clear or any doubts?
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's clear. Yeah. Okay.
I'll show you in the system. If you have any doubts, again you can ask me.
Sure.
So I'm trying to post one more entry. One more expenditure with, first I'm giving 30,000. See, don't simulate. If you want to do the document, Park document, don't go for simulation. Go to document,
Okay.
click on Park. Here,
Park.
if you click on Park, yeah, the system will be generated by the document number. Sorry, the document number will be generated by the system.
Okay.
See, right?
Yeah.
If you go and see the report, /n FBL1N. If you want to see the report, first you have to select the checkbox, then only you can visible that entries. Parked items checkbox and execute. Sorry, the T code I given wrongly. FBL3N. Parked items and execute. See, here this is the parked item. Based on this symbol, you can able to identify the is it parked document or normal document. Okay.
Okay.
So this document, the parked document was posted. Then what to do? 1 second. See here, if you want to do any changes in the park document, click this button. Only display mode if you want to see this button. Header data if you want to see this button. See, after changes, what are the changes if you want to done, if you want to know that information, this is the option. Okay.
Okay.
For example, only this is for only for change and posting. Both if you want to do, you can use this one. Okay. First, I will do the change option, FBV2. Select the document number and give the company code and fiscal year. This is the document we have posted. Click on enter. For example, I want to change the amount. Save it. I am not posting, only change the amount. Document was changed, it was not posted. Posted means or normal, just like normal document will be posted. If you want to post, this T code you can use, FBV0. But this T code you can use for two functions, changing and posting, both you can do. If you want to change again, you can able to change. But if you don't want to change, directly you can save.
Okay.
Now it will show the posted. Just observe the message. See, document 1015 was posted in company code TSL, right?
Okay.
Just refresh it. Observe the report. See, there is no parked document. It is converted as a normal document, right?
Okay. So both of them got posted. Okay.
Clear now? Your doubts?
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
The same way coming to hold documents. Again, I am trying to post one more entry. $9,000 I am giving. $50,000, 2,000. Okay. Sorry. Just I'm sorry, I don't want to simulate. If you simulate, we cannot able to do that concept.
I see. Okay.
One more entry I'll post. $3,000 I'm giving. See, up to here is there, but now go to document, click on hold. Okay. You click this button, automatically one pop-up box will become. There you have to specify your wish, what number you want to give. But if it is a PowerPoint document, system was allotted the document number. If it is a whole document, the user in the sense who are posting this document, that particular person will be specified the number.
I see. Okay.
See, what is the temporary document number? It is asking for easy identification and remembering. I am giving 999 and enter. If you go and see the report, you cannot able to see that. Refresh. There is no entry related that. Even you don't have the check mark also for held documents. Okay.
Right.
Then how nobody can see that particular number, only who was posted, that particular person only knows. He can able to do the converted into normal document. How to convert as a normal document? Click on this same screen, click on this held documents, give the document number 999 and enter. So either if you want to do any modifications, you can modify. Just I'm changing the amount. Even without modification also you can do. That's our wish. Click on save button. See, now this document number was, system document was allotted 1017. You see the report, execute 1017, 13,000. Clear?